The Grimwade family actually showing real life despite social media feeding us all that real hype. We just some real guys trying to give some high definition to reality. Family acrobatically juggling life, smothered in cracks to avoid eternal casualty trust. It ain't easy, but teamwork make the dream work. It's me, Ella, Hezzy, Hosanna, Harper and Hallie, and I ain't forget that has a rage and the family.
I'm gonna try and do just fried chicken to go with salad because it saves me having to buy like the ready-made chicken because that's too expensive. So right, and Hosanna, you've been wanting fried chicken, isn't it?
Yeah.
Are you doing your exercise properly, girls?
Yeah, we're doing the planks.
And holding it for a minute?
Yeah.
I can see wiggling. Put your bum down, Harper. Right, yeah, you got to keep your body straight. No, I don't put your knees in. I don't hear the timer going off. Oh. It's because I got my headscarf over my ears. Grimwade Gang, you know them times when you're like a mum and you're trying to make an example for your children but then you get it wrong. It can be kind of awkward still, especially when you've got 6 of them. But really and truly, you just always make sure you go back to the whole thing of, no, the point that I was saying was right though. I might have got the timing wrong, but I'm just saying you've got to make sure you're doing it correctly.
That's actually hilarious, man, because I just think it's so bad in, like, as parents, we commonly go, look, do as I say, not as I do. Like, do you know what I mean, or whatever, but...
Oh.
2 seconds, let me just get up. The Queen has spoken. Innit, mama? Hey! Do you speak? And I came running. That is bad parenting,
Can we
guys.
say spoiled?
Yeah, you know what I mean? Look at me, look, please. Look, what's that little look you just give me? You're very cheeky. You're very cheeky.
I got you, Daddy.
No, it's all good though. Yeah, I was just saying, like, when you say, oh yeah, but don't like do as I do, do as I say, because that's what you're meant to do. But yeah, you really and truly, just there were 2 different things then. That's one thing that us parents do, and really we should give ourselves a smack on the hand for that, because it's terrible. You've got to lead by example. If you're not leading by example, you can't expect no one to, you know what I mean, take that on and run with it.
Sorry, I was just cutting you because I was
fine.
a baby girl and I was looking at her hair and I was thinking, oh my gosh, all of her curls are coming in like so much. Because remember when she was first born, her hair was quite straight, wasn't it?
I do.
Look at all these gorgeous curls, baby girl, that you got on top of your head.
She is absolutely stunning, this one.
You
I love
are.
her so much.
Pretty girly.
What's up, Hallie? You alright?
Yeah, I just done my 20 sit-ups. I'm waiting for the...
Do you want to pull your trousers up any higher?
Sorry, that's the workman that we've got in the house doing a bit of work. So stay this side, guys. Harper, you working hard?
Yep.
Are you sure?
Yep.
Who do you think is the strongest out of all of you?
Me.
You think it's
Me.
you?
No.
Show the muscles then.
Who's got the biggest muscle? Well, I can see some definition there still.
Guys, just look
I
at
can
the
see some
hip.
definition.
Wait. Here we go. Competition
Let's
is
see.
fierce.
You can't do something in this household and no one else wants to join in. So
It's me.
it's you, is it? Okay,
Then
let
show
me see.
your muscles.
Okay, yeah, let's see.
I've got it as well.
Let's see. Wait a minute, Harper. Let's see. Let's see.
Show
Hallie.
everybody. You've got some.
Oh, okay. Yes, Hallie. Right.
Careful the oil, guys.
You guys need to exit the kitchen, please.
Right. Wait, too much. Come on, you lot. Out. You're going to take her?
Yeah.
One of you take her.
Yeah, make sure someone's holding her. Thank you very much.
You know what I mean?
Before you
Them ones where, yeah, exactly what I mean. Them ones where you go, yeah, is someone holding her? And like, yeah, we're all holding her. And then she drops.
Yeah.
Can't do that.
What am I doing? I'm making the fried chicken, that's what I'm doing, and I'm trying to find a way to do it without making my hands all chickeny. So,
What's this, babe?
this is the flour and the everyday seasoning that I just put into it. I probably need a bit more actually, because otherwise it's not going to have enough flavour. Dunn's River, that's a very popular brand, and I don't know, I want to get my fried chicken exactly right. And sometimes the flavouring comes out nice, but you know what it's like when you're not someone who follows a recipe. It's always just kind of, what have I got in the cupboards and what am I going to use today, how's it going to come out. And I always like to put like a little teaspoon or half teaspoon of sugar in mine as well, just because, I don't know, it just seems to make it nice.
Just a sugar?
It does, and I'm putting a bit of
Yeah, go on, can you say it?
Can I even say it properly?
Paprika.
Paprika.
Oh, paprika, it's not paprika.
It's not paprika, it's paprika. Yes?
Not gonna say in Jamaican.
Oh, you're not going to say it in Jamaican, no?
No, you're not trying.
In patois?
Patois.
Patois.
Pata.
Patois.
Patois.
Yeah, but try not to say it like that.
Yeah.
Patois?
Patois.
Yeah.
Patois.
Girls, I feel like you're very interrupted now from your training session.
I'm waiting for she's going to finish.
No, what you can do is you can communicate between you guys.
Oh,
Sorry.
she can just do it with me.
No, wait, you can communicate. She needs to go on a blanket on the floor because the carpet is not the cleanest, let's just say. I'm just being real. You need to put a blanket on the floor so that she can just lay on her tummy. She can have tummy time while you guys set a good example and show her what to do. Okay? Why are you still standing? Look at me. Go and get on with it.
Cool, girls. You need to get back on, yeah?
Yeah.
We will. Don't just say it because you love to talk a lot. Make sure you're actually doing it. Your brother, because the thing is, your brother has just got him one, yeah? Of course there's Hazariah now, but it's just been Hezzy for ages outside, just training himself. You lot have got 3 of you. So it's more, what's the word, like, I don't know, it should just be more fun because you got the 3 of you to interact together. Yeah. But that doesn't mean you chat and don't get on with it. Okay?
Yeah.
Did you hear that, girls?
Yeah. Yes, Mum. Yes, Mum.
Thank you, Hosanna, for answering me so lovely and setting a good
Yes,
example
Mum.
to your sisters.
Yes, Mum.
Look at this one. This one.
Yes, Mum.
What are you looking like that, love? Huh?
What's the matter?
I'm laughing at you. This is Hallie tried to give that kind of like, yes, Mum. You know, with the smile that butter wouldn't melt and all that kind of stuff.
Of course, because she's saying it just because her sister is a saying, as if, oh, I'm so good, butter wouldn't melt in my mouth. There's nothing bad or hot. Or, doesn't really make sense, does it? But
no.
That comes from me. But yeah. Anyway, just get on, guys.
Yeah.
I just honestly feel like sometimes in the day, I was having this conversation with Tim yesterday or someday this week, in my mind, girls, get on. I'm not talking to you at the moment. In my mind, I feel like there's so many things that need to be done in a day. And as a mum, I just feel like, oh, I'll set out to do this, and this. But then as the day goes on, you remember, oh, I need to do this, and this gets intertwined, and this gets intertwined, and something else comes up that wasn't anything to do with your plan in the first place. And how much it can make me feel like, oh, I'm not achieving what needs to be achieved. So we were just having a discussion, innit, babe, about like prioritizing what is important and just trying our best to make sure we achieve those things.
Yeah, definitely, babe. You, like, at the end of the day, it's always a balancing act, isn't it? Do you know what I mean? You can't make more hours in the day as much as we wish we could, you know what I mean? But you just literally, you have to, and it's a judgment for yourself as well to say, okay, well, what's important to me? Do you know what I mean? What's important to me? What do I think? And you know, when you are challenged with that kind of thought process, you're like, okay, oh, do you know what I mean? Like, because you worry that you're not getting it right.
Guys, we need to chat about this properly, but I want to get the chicken in the oven, so can I quickly get
Yeah, let's do it.
Sit in the front room.
Stick with us, Grimwade Gang. We're coming back.
What I was saying to you, baby, the other day, and it was about how I feel like the measure of myself as a mother is how successful, not obviously the girls are, because not that you look after the boys and I look after the girls,
I know what you mean.
but of course you're a man, they're male, I'm a woman, they're female.
Yeah.
So I kind of feel like
they closely represent you.
Yeah, exactly.
And the boys closely represent you.
And what they achieve in life shows how much I've been a good example to them or not. Yeah. So if they don't learn how to cook, clean, wash, iron, be a good wife, and achieve more, then I failed them, basically, is how I feel. And
you know what, like, a lot of people are like, oh, that's all right, you're putting too much pressure on. I believe that's right. Like, I believe that's right. Like, it's the same for me. Yeah. If Hez don't, you know, get to his dreams, if Hazariah doesn't get to his dreams, like, if they're not a good credit to society, when they grow up, then, boy, that's on me.
And it's not to say that I've
you sitting up?
Good girl.
Huh?
Are you trying to sit? You're pulling yourself forward. Yeah, because you can do anything you want to. Because you're a strong little girlie.
Yeah, she's sitting there. Come in, girls.
Do you
want to go again? Look. You can see her keep.
You pull it.
Look.
You pull yourself forward.
Look, I'll give you a little bit of help, and then you do the rest. I'm not pulling.
He's just gonna chill for a minute.
Now she's like, look, I now got you.
Now you got
No, wait, she hasn't done it yet. How are you good girl at that?
Now you've got an audience. You just want it to be.
Yay. So there you go.
There you go. Oh, she want to get a kiss from her sister.
Oh, here we go. She's going to be smothered with love.
Good kisses now.
Oh, all right. It's quite overwhelming in our house sometimes.
Don't be little Miss Buttercup.
Yeah. But girls, you can hear what Mummy's saying.
Yeah.
Because it's important.
Daddy has to keep them track otherwise.
No, it's cool, man.
No, not that that's what I was going to say. Not that I'm not involved in the boys. So they need a mum in their life, obviously.
Oh, 100%.
They need input from a woman to learn how to treat a woman. And, lots of things. But then also the girls need your input as well. Because they need to know how to interact with a man and obviously follow the lead in their life and whatnot. But I'll look at you, babes, and on a daily basis, or over, not just on a daily basis, but over the period of time that's gone. So like with Hezzy to get to the point that he is in football at the minute, the amount of time and effort you've put in with training him, for example, to start off with.
Right.
She said yes.
Yeah, she said yes.
Time and effort that you've put in with training with Hezzy, like especially in the beginning, and then going as far as creating a football team for him at grassroots levels and stuff like that. I sit and I think, okay, as a mum, yes, we have a massive to-do list. Do you know what I mean? Just with the menial tasks in life.
Yeah, 100%.
With getting...
And you're as a mother, you're like always knee deep in menial tasks.
Yes, of course.
And that is, I think, just from a man's point of view, I think you're right there. I think that's a really difficult thing to have. All right, Bobs. Because I know how much of a credit and a support you are to my aspirations and stuff. And I know as Christians we believe that a woman is a helpmeet. Is it helpmeet or helpmate?
Helpmate. Yeah. I think it gets kind of translated differently.
Cool. But yeah, I think that it would be so difficult. It is so difficult because there is still stuff for me to do, as well.
Yeah, because before you go on to that, I know in this day and age, everyone will be like, oh, well, the man should just help you with your tasks, and obviously you want to work as well. So, and I'm not saying that doesn't work for some people. That works for some people, but specifically, obviously, the way that we've set ourselves up. You will do the task of providing for us, providing 100%. For our home, working for us so that we all have what we need. We have clothes on our back and all that sort of stuff. And I'm not being funny, do the BROMLEY Gang can know a bit more about me. When I see you working, babe, it gives me the hots for you. Literally, I'm like, rah. To see a man working hard. Well, there you go.
End up with all these children.
No, but to see a man working hard, it's like, rah. That's my man, and he's doing his thing, and he's providing. I'm like, woo! And that makes me feel excited, basically.
That's lovely.
And Hosanna's like, you get it?
What do you think about that, Zanzi?
What do you think? It's good. Do you hope one day you'll have a husband who you look at and you think, oh, I love my man? Yeah, I hope so. I hope that for all of you girls. Good. Precisely. And
Miss Bookworm over it. Are you in the book?
Yeah.
It's fine, you can read it.
You can read it. Is it funny? Is it funny?
Yes. Yeah, that's, and I feel like that's your role.
Yeah.
And just because my role might have, I don't want to say more to do because there's lots for you to do. So, for example, the weight comes on your shoulders of us all being okay. Not only now, but do you know what I mean? To know that they become good rounded adults.
Listen, and you know what? On that note, for me, you girls, oh my gosh, my princesses, my little queens.
The princesses in the house.
In the making. It is so important. Mark my words. It is so important that you lot become something.
Yeah.
We're not in this to have the man of the house, Hezzy, who the young man of the house, to go through, and obviously Hazariah looks like he wants to kind of follow suit in the same thing. But we are not going to have a family, God willing. Obviously there's a lot of work you got to do in order to make this a reality. But God willing, my ideals would be we are not going to have a household where the girls just sit and look pretty and the boys go off and be the stars, and they can live off the stars or whatever. It's not that, and it doesn't mean that Hez wouldn't want to help you lot, because like if he did get to where he wants to get, you know, Hez, he's got a great heart. Like he loves you guys more than anything, and you've supported him like
so much,
relentlessly. Yeah. But at the same time, you know, you have to stand on your own too as well, and that is important to me, man. Like, you girls, you've got so much to offer. Oi, big head. You've got so much to offer, seriously. Like, you know, you're beautiful, and that's great. You're beautiful on inside and outside. However, that is one part of your character. You are also, you know, you can be sporty, you can be athletic, you can be clever, do you know what I mean? Intelligent, you know? Hearts, you're intelligent, isn't it?
Yeah.
What?
She's trying to gain
she's
more.
She's trying to add to her knowledge right now, isn't it?
Book.
Yeah, no, that's good, man. Yes, you as well.
I think that,
you as well. No, it's cool, go back. Yeah,
I think that, like, basically we're not, I don't want to say foolish, but we don't know the future, and as much as we want you to become, you know, young women who obviously fight, or a good husband comes to find you and make amazing wives, we know that, well, we know lots of people are in their 30s, 40s, and they haven't found anybody yet. Yeah. The right one hasn't come along, so you've still got to have life, do you know what I mean, in all that time. And obviously it's my prayer that all of you girls will be whisked away, not too far away, by the right young man.
So we can still see you.
Yeah, exactly. Don't worry, I'll travel to come and find you wherever you are.
You got to do what's right for you. When
yeah, of course. By the right young man. But until that happens, you've got to be doing your own thing. And I think when you get two individuals who are focused on their own goal to start off with, if they can then come together and they find out how their lives can, you know, piece together to complement each other, then, to be fair, you'll start off as best friends, because you'll be two hopefully driven people who want to then help each other in driving to their own goals. So as much as I do help Daddy to get to his goals, I've got little goals that Daddy will help me with.
100%.
So, whether that's, oh babes, like the other day I said to you in the kitchen, babe, I said, oh babes, I want to just get more fit. And to be honest, the way my mind works versus the way Tim's daddy's mind will work, it's different, and I'm thinking, oh, I've got to find a pocket of time before the kids get up where I can do exercise, because it makes me feel better.
I need to go and find a personal trainer. You don't.
And Daddy was like, why don't you just train with Hezzy when Hezzy's training? And I was like,
Hezzy trains hard.
Yeah, and I was like, oh, actually, yeah, that makes sense. Why not?
Like,
so, yeah.
And it's in a comfort zone.
Yeah,
do you know
precisely.
what I mean? But it's a funny comfort zone, because it's your kid, so you can't let your kid outdo you.
No,
do you know what I mean?
Of course.
So in your mind, obviously Hezzy does outdo us often. Well, even today when we were doing the press ups, girls, you lot outdid me. Like, do you know what I mean?
You kept on dropping them.
Like fatiguing, proper.
We weren't even like sweating. I looked at the guys and I was like, I can't feel any sweat on my hands.
I was
sweating there. But you had sweat all over.
What's that about? Sorry, Hosanna.
I couldn't either.
What? What's that?
I couldn't even feel any sweat.
You couldn't feel no sweat? You're strong then, isn't it?
Maybe we weren't working hard enough. No, I'm joking. I'm joking.
No, they
You're
were,
just so fit. I'm looking at that. She's standing up. Yeah, no, you was working hard. Daddy's. I saw the video of you guys doing it. You was definitely working hard.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Is Ted still outside there?
Yeah, I'll call him in a sec. But Daddy will help me with like reaching my goals, and that's just a little goal. I've got bigger goals that I want to reach. Some that are on the horizon. That's fine. That's okay.
No problem.
Some that are on the horizon, and I know Daddy hasn't seen me putting in the work for some of these goals yet. And soon you'll probably be like, babes, if this thing is coming up, don't you want to start putting the work in? Like,
100%.
He probably knows what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
But yeah, like, you have to support and help each other. I'm going to get Hezzy because I asked him a question.
Yeah, go for it, man. Go for it. But girls, go on, man.
Is it adult stuff that Daddy knows what you know?
No, it weren't really adult stuff. It was just, something. Yeah, you want to take her? Yeah, sure. You're right. So sorry we had to claw you away from your thing. It's just the Grimwade Gang love to see you.
Yes.
So,
and if you're wondering
you
where
Thanks.
Hazarai's
napping, unfortunately. But yeah. So I was just saying to the girls that sorry, Harps, was you saying something?
Yeah, I said that raising a daughter is very hard.
Yeah, totally, absolutely.
Raising children in general.
Raising children is a blessing. but a huge responsibility. But you wanted to say something.
Yeah, no, yesterday, remember in the car, I asked you, is there anything that mummy could do better for you as a mum? You can just say what you said.
And I know a lot of people out there probably would think, oh, that's a mad thing to ask your children or whatever. But I think self-reflection and self-assessment. You got an eyelash under your eye. And it's so important. You don't get further if you don't look at yourself and be honest.
Exactly.
You know, because a lot of people say they do it and they're not honest.
No.
Go on.
I would just say I don't really have anything that I wouldn't want about you. But then Mummy was like, I can think of a thing, and I was like, what is that? And then Mummy went not being late for important things, like me going to trainings and stuff. Yeah. And I was like, well, yeah. But if I see you're trying to get out of the house, but stuff
that's what I'd say
coming up,
you're very like me.
It's not your fault that we're late.
Yeah.
But if I can see Mummy's just not
walking around or something,
or she's doing something silly like doing the dishwasher just before we need to go
right.
I'm like, Mum, hurry up.
Because yesterday morning when we was going out to a training, which we did get to one time, didn't we? Yeah. Yesterday I started emptying the dishwasher before, and Hezzy was like, Mum, Hosanna can do that, because the girls were staying at home and I was going to the park with Hezzy. And Hezzy was like, Mum, the girls can do that. Hosanna can do that when she gets up, and Hallie and whatnot. And I was like, okay, don't worry, we're running time. And I think that is something that personally I've always felt like, I've got to do it. And as the kids are growing up, I'm definitely trying to give them tasks more. So the girls will help out with doing the dishwasher, Hezzy might set the table, however it works out on a day-by-day basis. But then sometimes I do still like to just, I don't know, feel like, I've done everything and I've prepared the house for the girls to come down in the morning. It's nice for them. But I think a downfall as a mum is sometimes trying to make things nice for your kids all the time, as in they can just have a more relaxed life, isn't actually always teaching them anything. Pardon? What do you say, Sandy?
They're not going to learn anything.
Precisely. And don't get me wrong, I think people look in and think that you guys, thanks, that you guys learn a lot of stuff, but I think there's obviously still things that you could probably learn more. Houston.
Yeah, of course, always.
Yeah.
But I appreciated the answer here. And also, I think you did just say sometimes when I might get a bit stressy or kind of raise my voice a bit, and I just took that on board. I was like, I just need to make sure I don't do that.
And I think we can all work on that. There'll be times where I'll, get a switch or whatever, and you're like, there's probably a better way to do it. But then at the same time, people do need to take responsibility for how they're acting as well. Yeah. I do find that is something people kind of jump to often. At the end of the day, for me personally, if someone told me, oh, hey, big man, come, Roo, come.
Are you okay?
Oh, yeah, I'm like, you alright, buddy? Yeah? Yeah, he said yeah. I think that if I don't do well enough, I do not expect people to talk to me like, oh, unlucky. Well done. You tried. Yeah. It wasn't good enough. Do you know what I mean?
It's very true. So you have to...
I need a little kick up the backside, as they say, you know?
Or getting on to a bit.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
So I think, Hez, you've kind of learned that a bit more along life. I think you actually begin to appreciate it now.
Yeah. Because I think it's helped me in getting to where I am now. Because you're on me and you want me to get to the top.
100%. And I can see you can. That's the thing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And you can see my talent, but I need to keep working on top of my talent.
You need to mature as a man, and maturing as a man is knowing,
when it's my fault, when I should take the blame.
Absolutely, 100%.
And I think for anyone who might not understand the whole journey of maybe becoming something great, someone great or a great sportsman or what have you, anyone who's seen somebody training in a race or something and they've got a coach and the coach is going to them, come on, you can go faster. If you've been that person who's been getting encouraged by the coach, you'll feel this is pushing me to go harder, and it helps you in a positive way. As much as the person might sound, I'm pushing, sound, Like, not fierce, but like they're being hard on you. It's to help you, isn't it? And across the whole journey of like becoming a footballer for you, you'll need that in lots of different areas. Do you know what I mean? But yeah, it's important. It is. Thank you for my love.
I'm just feeling lovely. That's all.
Oh, you're feeling. It's good that you're feeling lovely. You feel lovely a lot of the time.
Yeah, I'm quite lovely.
I love you guys. But it's important for not only Hezzy but the girls as well to recognise that when we're being hard on them when they're trying to achieve something, or when we're saying you've got to do something in a specific way, is to just help you reach greatness in whatever that area might be.
And like there's little things even now, like Hallie, you're not paying attention. What did we just say?
You said like there's little things now. That's what we just said.
No, you see, you're trying to be clever. You're picking off the last bit. But these are little things that you need to help youngsters with, like learning that you need to tune in when good information is being given out. You need to tune in, and it's a learning curve because I've definitely sat through many a lesson and not taken anything in, gone out, and then ended up with egg on my face, as they say, because when the test come, whatever that test may be, I wasn't good, and maybe my friends were because they knew from that I should have been listening. So man.
So what we were saying was that whenever we push you to do your hardest in something, it's just because we're driving you to try and be the best. Try and be your best version of yourself. Yeah.
Daddy said, "Don't be like to him or any of us." Oh, you tried to do that. Come on.
Yeah, and that was the point before.
That was the point before about being soft on people when they've done wrong. And I know people learn differently, but generally speaking, I think that it's quite black and white. I think you do well, you get praise. You don't do well, you get corrected. Like you well, no, it's critiqued. Critique, definitely, because you have to turn your losses into lessons. You have to. You already knew.
Constructive criticism.
Yeah, you have to. So I lost. Why did I lose?
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Yeah.
Or reply, but
there's many things, but yeah.
But and I mean, I just wanted to say as well, I don't think we put out any of our learning curves out there to be like, oh, don't get a response from the Grimwade Gang, oh, don't worry, you guys are doing great, and you're free to say whatever you want to say.
Absolutely,
but
100%.
it's just more to encourage anybody who wants to try and maybe copy this kind of thing. If you feel like we're doing a good job, of course our kids are still young, so there's a long way to go. But this is how we do it, do you know what I mean? So, and on that note, I need to go and turn over the fried chicken because we're having that with salad today. So, guys, I'm going to go do that.
Cool, no worries. Alright, guys.
Alright, love you all. Love you.
So you think you were right? Bring it on, boom.